You better watch out, you better not cry, because the King of Bountiful Harvests is coming to town. I can't believe it's been more than a year since the Crown Tundra, and the introduction of one of my favorite legendary Pokemon, Calyrex. And it's been great seeing more discussion and theories of it since the release. But during my initial playthrough, I chose to get the legendary horse Pokemon Spectrier, thus getting the Shadow Rider form of Calyrex. Though, with a recent event in Pokemon Masters, I happened to see Leon with an Ice Rider Calyrex, and suddenly something clicked in my mind. So playing through this event, it's another winter one with celebrations vaguely resembling Christmas without directly being called Christmas. This year we follow Leon and Nessa, who are part of the team delivering presents for the winter soiree, as well as Sonia, who's been very busy with her work as a professor. I like that we're getting focus on these characters because since the release of the video games, we've gotten to see their friendships with each other, both Sonia and Nessa being good friends getting together at a cafe in Twilight Wings, and Sonia reflecting on her childhood with Leon in Pokemon Journeys. And now they've all got adult responsibilities, and it feels like they're drifting apart before the holiday season. Later, when Calyrex is out with Leon, it speaks to him through Sawyer. Interesting detail, Calyrex mentions Sawyer has a sturdy body, similar to what happened with Peony, so I guess being buff is a requirement for Calyrex mind control. As earlier, Calyrex looked around and I guess didn't see anybody who would be an appropriate vessel. Regardless, Calyrex tells Leon the importance of not pushing himself too much, and that it's important to keep friends and loved ones close because when something is lost, it's difficult to get it back. And then they all have a fun time at the winter soiree. Calyrex didn't exactly do as much as I might have expected during this event, but I'll chalk that up to Pokemon Masters taking place on Pasio rather than in Galar. The main connection I saw with the promotional material is that Calyrex is kind of similar to Santa Claus, and could effectively be Pokemon's version. Now in the anime, Santa Claus is canon and has appeared in multiple episodes, but he hasn't made an appearance since Generation 2. And I know we have Delibird, which is clearly inspired by modern depictions of Santa Claus with its red color and bag of presents, but come on. With stats like that, it ain't gonna travel around the whole world. I like how Delibird was utilized in the Pokemon Chronicles episode Delibird's Dilemma, which I reviewed last year, where Santa used Delibird to help him with delivering the presents, as they're Pokemon that exist on their own, and it would make sense for Santa to base his design off of them, and have some assist with presents. Also, I caught the shiny Delibird during a raid recently, and it's so cute. I nicknamed her Holly Jolly. But back to the lore of the main series video games. If we were to have a single definitive Pokemon that represents Old Saint Nick, I'd say Calyrex fits best. There is only one Calyrex, and it's an important Pokemon to the people of Galar. I've mentioned it before, but I love Calyrex's story in the Crown Tundra. How it used to bring life to local crops riding on its steed, similar to how Santa would bring gifts, and has been depicted with a horse at times. But Calyrex has since been forgotten by the people of Galar, and treated as only a legend. There's even a tacky sweater for the occasion. And then we as the protagonist show up and save Christmas by reuniting Calyrex with its steed. Well, maybe not necessarily save Christmas, but you understand what I'm getting at. Of course, Calyrex can have either Spectrier or Glastrier, so it's really its own story. The Santa thing is mostly a fun connection I saw during the holidays with the Pokemon Masters winter event, because I genuinely think that's the imagery they wanted to evoke by having it as a sync pair with Leon. Otherwise, they could have used any other Galar Ice type, but this connection really only works, at least visually, with Ice Rider Calyrex, as there can be two different forms. And for this, I've already discussed that I feel Calyrex itself is the embodiment of life and nature, while Spectrier and Glastrier are embodiments of death and winter that the people of the Crown Tundra face. They're dangerous and live far away from people, only being known as menaces. After Calyrex can tame one of these horses, they can find true purpose, instead of acting bitterly toward everyone else. Now Calyrex can travel even farther and bring its gift of life to people all over the Galar region, even saving a forest and all the Pokemon in it from a meteor strike, as it's said to have done at some time in the past. And when it comes to the dichotomy of the two steeds, I have seen theories thrown around that they could be two halves of the same horse. A fun idea, though I don't think we'll get any answers to confirm this, as Sword and Shield basically seem like they're done. But I think it could be implied through both horses having one eye covered and seeming hollow on their own. It could also explain why Calyrex can't exactly remember which horse he rode, because sometime before he lost his steed, they were actually one and the same. But again, if this is true, we'll just get another original dragon situation where we never get to see it. So I guess it's just a fun theory for now. I really like Calyrex and felt like this was a good opportunity to tie together its story while looking at the new event in Pokemon Masters. Calyrex's own story is compelling enough, so I was glad to see it get something extra. And so that has been a more complete look at the legend of Calyrex. But anyway, hey, this is Gatorex, and let me know what you think in the comments below about Calyrex in general. I guess loosely tied it into Christmas, but Pokemon did that as well by giving us that Pokemon Masters event, so let me know what you think in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this one, leave a like and subscribe, stick around because there's at least one more Christmas video or Christmas related something to happen. I hope you're enjoying your week. If you get time off, if you get to spend it with loved ones, and happy holidays and a very Merry Christmas. But anyway, this has been Gatorex. Have a nice day.